I'm at. Oh, there's like general rules you get for like drafting in general, but Argodex trade seems to be black, white, 5-color, blue, white. I mean, yeah, I mean, I 7-0'd to blue, white, but that was just entirely rare based, right? Like, blue has the most card draw and like the most like mid-range defensive stuff. And if all you have are strong white cards, like white blue makes a lot of sense because they don't get run over and you're gonna have time to draw your card. You're gonna draw a bunch of cards and you're gonna draw your rares, right? So I mean, white blue being good is no surprise to me. But when it comes to drafting, I mean, you know, how long does it take to click your mouse? I mean, I just said, like, isn't it like a 1/10 of a second or something? I don't know. 1/4 of a second? I mean, I know what is it? StarCraft 2 players do like 200 actions per minute, right? So that's like, what is that? 3.25 clicks per second. So I guess about, you know, a little between 1/4 and 1/3 of a second to click your mouse, right? Back when I was watching StarCraft stuff, they tracked actions per minute, right? So yeah. Well, it depends if they play Zerg. I tell you what, back like I was really into StarCraft when StarCraft 2 came out. I was like really into Brood War and StarCraft 2. I watched like all the tournaments, followed all the players and stuff. But I very quickly realized that I could not play like ladder StarCraft 2. Like the game is just too hard. It just is. So it's just I can't do it. I feel like it's weird to not play Nobody, but I don't really have anything to bounce. I've got one everything pizza, one spicy. I mean, do we cut like a, there's no way we cut a Buzzbots, right? We already cut a Buzzbots. Like if there are blue-red masters in the chat, I'm interested in your opinions. Like, am I not supposed to play this guy? If you're saying cut white, I don't know. That doesn't seem to make sense to me either. But well, the thing is in StarCraft 2, you can just deathball people. Because there's no limit to the amount of people you can put into a group. In the original StarCraft, I think you can only put 12 units in a group. And there was a bunch of mechanics on certain classes of units that required you to group them in certain types of groups. Like Mutalisk stacking required you to group like 11 Mutalisk with one Overlord. And so if you do that, they all stack on a single like pixel. Because anything in the Overlord control group gains the ability to stack on one pixel. But in StarCraft 2, you can just like click all your units and just like attack move, and like they will just death ball together. I remember like Protoss death balls just like with Colossus just being like the end of me. I couldn't beat them. Yeah, but Hanodi, before you say I'd play a card, you gotta say what card do you cut? I mean, the obvious answer is all these blue-red cards that I could play, like the Buzzbots, the Scientists, the Purple Dragon Punks, and the Nobody. I can just cut the white cards. That makes it easy. But I'm pretty sure the white cards are worth it. Ray Fillet? Do you think we don't need this guy because we have this guy? And this guy? And this guy? Like, I really like Ray Fillet, but Ray Fillet seems to be way better than nobody. Like, that doesn't seem close to me. But Technodrum is great. You can bugger off. Yeah, but you can just play it. The red removal is to fine with Northwind, the Northwind Flyer, the 4-mana deal 6. You never seen it do anything, just dies? Well, it sounds like it's a really good card then. I don't know what to say. I feel like you've just made the case for the Technodrome. Like, your opponent has to kill it or they lose. Like, yeah, that sounds like a great card for 2 mana. I don't know what you want from the card. You were impressed by Make Your Move? Make Your Move is a really good card. So. You don't play 2-mana do-nothings, plus you sack 2 things. You sacked trinkets. You sacked trinkets, my friend. I'm not really sure what the problem is. Do we play this? Or do we play these two? I think we play these two, right? Aim Champ, like 03, I think cashing in your mechanized ninja cavalry for 2 cards and the potential to win the game is a pretty good card. I don't know. It seems really good to me. I'm not really sure what your hatred of the card stems from. But I support your hatred in doing whatever it is you wish to do. A Blues, this is a draft. I'm really hoping to draw a land. That did not happen. Maybe I was supposed to put the mutagen token on the Mauser. Yeah, I was supposed to put the mutagen token on the Mauser. They'd be dead if I'd done that. Reshuffle and draw mute animals. That would be good. Yeah, 4-mana instant make 3/1/1s were dead. I don't know what you want me to do. We have to go find this? Like, no joke. Where do we find this? Guess we can just go find that, right? Unlucky. Was that too risky? Was that just worse than getting a Buzzbots? Our opponent's plan of drawing a pile of Terminates is working out really well for them. Bonk. I don't think we cast a Dimensional Exile a single time. We did cast Mutanimals once. I still think it was correct to splash these. I don't know if you're still here, a person in the chat who doesn't know how long does it take to click. I mean, you can ask questions if you, I don't know what it is specifically that you have a problem with, but I had played the game for a very long time, 25 years or something, 26 years, so I'm a little bit knowledgeable. So Northern Avatar was good, Blemps were fine, Donatello was good. I don't think I drew these guys. Raphael was pretty good. Raphael like did 5 damage every game. B- tier of knowledge, yeah. Rookie Nimbers. Yeah, maybe this is better in the green decks, not the red-blue decks. I can believe that. I didn't want the third Buzzbots, that's for sure. This was a pretty average blue-red deck. I think I'll agree to that. I don't think, I actually maybe would say this is a below-average blue-red deck, right? We have no Mausers and no Casey Jones and I mean, this guy's okay. This guy's like okay. I guess this guy's good. Yeah, no Brilliance Unleashed, no Baxter, no Metalhead. You're not half as good as limited as you are. Yeah, but like, I'm trying to play at the highest level, and at the highest level, I'm not good enough at the highest level. Like, basically, my methodology of playing is to play as big as possible and to be as consistent, like have a much lower floor and a much higher ceiling, and wait for my opponent to make a mistake and capitalize on it. But the thing is, at the highest levels of play, that just like, that doesn't work. Your opponents aren't going to make mistakes. So I just never do well at high level events. I think my methodology does really well in the small pool that I'm in. But when I get to the bigger ocean, it doesn't really work. Is Raphael supposed to be good in red-blue? I feel like the Raphael in this deck, he never really like attacked or blocked, but he kind of like always did 5 damage. Like it's just like 1 in a red 1/3 deal 5 to your opponent, which I guess is fine. I do usually like playing one of these cards, but when I had 2-dimensional exiles, I don't need it. When I mean, I don't have the Foundries. I had Ravenous Robots. You would say that he's probably better with Ravenous Robots than Foundry. How many more wins do we need? We need one more win. No, we didn't Dimensional Exile a single time. Yeah, nobody's with the robots in play would be kind of sick. Yeah, I just like, for instance, in this format, I don't know how to play blue red or white black. I know how to play green decks pretty well. I like black red, splashing white. I like 4 or 5 color green, but I don't know how to draft. I don't know how to do anything else. Is pick 2 better than Premier? I mean, it's just personal preference. They're both ranked. It doesn't really matter which one you do as long as you have fun doing it. Gotta be these two, right? I think this card is very bad in white black. You want me to take Michelangelo and anchovy banana pizza? I don't think that is the right play. I mean, do we give it one more pack before giving up? Like, I kind of feel like we should be taking these two. What else is there? These two? For real? Doesn't this card suck? Like, what are we doing? I'd rather just do this and then hedge. I'm not taking pain. Oh, God, man. I'm not. I'm just not. It's not happening. I mean, it's not open, right? White black's not open. Are we in agreement? Do I just ditch this crap? Let's go these two. You're the pilot. Streamer, why don't you do things for yourself? Thanks, man. Appreciate the help. I think the black-white land to help cast my everything pizza. Yeah. 4 drops are a dime a dozen, I guess. He won't be there to hold your hand in a tournament, streamer. Good one. I want to take these two. I mean, I know Shredder is pretty mid, but it's got to be good enough, right? Okay. All right, message received. I mean, the last one tabled, and I have no foods to grab, so... I think we take Total Layer here, right? That helps me cast my Dark Leo, gives it unblockable. Maybe we just take the metal hit here, maybe? Oh, we got the pizza. That's a pretty freaking light pizza. Guess we take Foot Elite here, or we take Mutant Chain Reaction. I think maybe just take Mutant Chain Reaction and play it. You don't know about splashing Dark Leo? I'd like to try it. It's okay if you don't like it. I'll forgive you. That Courier Comestibles didn't come back. Maybe I should have taken it. I forgot I had these everything pizza. I literally forgot. I was Metalhead Splash aggressive. I have everything pizza. How was it aggressive? I don't think I play this. Wait. Looks like a mythic deck. Why am I after drafting black-white? I just tried drafting black-white. I first picked Dark and Leo. It was not open. I don't know what to tell you. Get into my draft and pass me black and white cards so I can try playing black-white. Excuse me, streamer. You should force black-white every time. It's the best in the format. I heard from my good friend at Limited Resources Podcast. It is the best in the format. That seems like the wrong card to tap. What do I do? Oh my gosh. Where are the doubters now? The Dark Leo and Shredder does not need other ninjas to be good. This may surprise you. It's a self-contained card. I have never seen someone use the ability on Dark Leo and Shredder, the 5 ninja ability. That's not what it's there for. Today is the day. That is funny. What if I told you the tokens that Dark Leo and Shredder makes have Death Touch? What if I told you that? Would you believe me? The 4-mana make the 3/1/1s? I haven't seen that together with Dark Leo and Shredder, usually because I concede to Dark Leo and Shredder immediately. But I guess I do this the opposite way, right? Dark Leo and Shredder doesn't deserve to be saved? What do you mean? It had been retro whatevered. What do you want me to do with it? This is a sorcery, man. Mythic deck? Yeah, it's a good deck. Draft King? What do you mean? How many ninjas do you think are in this deck? I think there are 6. How many are there? There are 6. I was right. Well, 7 if you count this. That's plenty of ninjas. What are you talking about? Should I play Foot Ninja to make you happier or Janika? Just keep connecting with Dark Leo? Well, that's easy. I can make it unblockable. Our opponent made a mistake on turn 3. They tapped Splinter instead of the Beaver. Which, it didn't let them attack for 2. But it also let me kill them. So... maybe that wasn't the right play. I mean, I did take 2 damage. I will give them credit for taking me to below my starting life total. Infinite's a lot of ninjas. I mean, I'm gonna run out of cards in my deck eventually, right? I mean, at most we've got like 34 ninjas or something, right? Bully streamer? What are you talking about, man? Who's bullying whom? You are at 20 life, my opponent. Enjoy your health while it lasts. Oh! Brock Butler, you get that though. That 2 damage would be our downfall. Yeah. I mean, not right now, and not in that game. Who does not block there? It is certainly a curious choice. Those are the Thundercats, not the turtles. I don't know what the turtle sound effect is. Sorry. I think I just make this guy unblockable and play this guy, right? Or I guess I could have just metal-headed this and attacked. That's what I should have done. That's what I should have done. Oh, too late now. I'm at 20. The mighty Stockman is here. What the? What? What? All right. Mm. 6-4 unblockable. I mean, I don't. The real mistake there was just not blocking the Squirrel noise with your scientists. I mean, all they had to do was do that, and they were fine, right? Yeah, I don't know what they kept over last Ronin. They had like 2 other cards in their hand, right? They kept 2 cards over last Ronin, which was like last Ronin was really good. So I don't know. Format seems super punishing early. I think someone was saying yesterday that this format is the most lopsided play draw differential in any format. But I don't know how true that is. I don't think it's fast. I think it's play draw dependent, which is different than being fast. If that makes sense, it's different than being fast. Yeah, I mean, that's this like ninjutsu format. I mean, well, I don't remember if Spider-Man was the same way, but I kind of pretend to block Spider-Man out. This is interesting. I think it's better for me to Cowabunga here. Okay. Yeah, this is probably better. Yeah, I mean, that's fine, I guess. I mean, I could have gotten rid of it because I have the Omni Cheese Pizza. Maybe. I feel like that's irresponsible because they have bounce effects in green-blue, right? I was right. Uh, if I wait, they can draw cards. This card's abilities. Chat, please. Okay. Uh, that's unlucky. Unlucky. We drew a lot of lands this game. Considering our opponent played Mikey and Don and Krang and Shark, and we lost because we got flooded. I think that was a reasonable game. I think I think maybe the problem was either keeping the forest with my beaver, or when they returned the sewers or Michelangelo, we kept it on top. Well, I think one of those two choices was maybe wrong. I'm not sure. I think I played well outside of those two decisions. But it is certainly tough when your opponent goes turn 8 shark. A tough, tough game. I mean, I think if they didn't have the shark that last turn, we had potential to win that game, right? So yeah, if it was, yeah, actually the shark was actually not the problem, it was actually the Krang. You're totally right. Yeah, because we could have tenderized the shark. Are we gonna get there? Any chance? Any chance we're gonna get there? Untap land, anybody? Nope. Unlucky. I mean, Ox is like the 10th best card in the set or something. If you look on 17 lands. It's like a Gaga Butler. Hey, Bacheebs, thanks for the prime. Pretty sure they had the, I mean, if they, Last Rodent we lose, potentially. I mean, I guess we destroy Last Rodent, so it's not game over. But... I mean, this is because we were on the play, right? Our opponent's on the play and we can't win. I don't know. Matignon until you 17 lines are biased. I would like Big Cheebs, by the way, thanks for the prime. I don't know if I said that earlier. Hope you like the TMNT drafting testing for the thing next weekend. I would like to have a discussion on 17 lands data on like how to undo the bias on like aggro cards being massively negative and like control cards being massively positive. I don't know how you like manipulate the data in such a way to take those types of things into account where like, you know, aggro cards are worse as the game goes on, so they're always going to have a lower win rate, right? Like, there's a bunch of cards that are like good on the first 5 turns of the game and bad on the on turns 6 through 10. And if the average turn of a format is like 8.5, then you know there's going to be sometimes a lot of cards that you draw past turn 5 that are going to look unplayable, right? You would adjust the improvement in hand by the deck's average improvement in hand. Yeah, I don't think they do that, and whatever it is that you're talking, I'm not a very data scientist. I don't know what a data scientist is called, but I know there's some very smart people at 17 Lands, and I'm sure if someone had a discussion with them about it, maybe they could look into data analysts. Maybe they could look into implementing it. It's like I'm looking at some of the stats, and they just like for my I'm a very intuitive player, an intuitive gamer. I always reference the gamer inside me as Darkest Mage, right? When Darkest Mage tells me to do something, I listen. And my intuition on a lot of cards does not jive with the data, and I don't think I'm wrong. And I do think red is a bad color. I do think most of the red cards are terrible. But I don't believe that they're so bad that they're all just massively negative win rate, which is what they currently show in 17 Lands. But well, Hanodi, that's why there's a difference between like there's win rate when you draw it and like win rate when you play it, right? Yeah. There's different things. Like, because obviously if the shark, it costs 8 mana and there are games you're going to lose with it just in your hand rotting, it could have been a cheaper card and maybe saved you, right? But I specifically remember them having a problem in Neo with ninjutsu bouncing and replaying cards and it messing with the data because it would count the cards multiple times. I'm sure they have fixed it since then, but I mean, I don't know. Is bro winning? Do you consider rank 267 winning? I think the island there could have been okay, but I think I have so much mana in the deck, I don't really need to go grab an island there. If it was a plains, I would have kept it for sure, but... maybe it was a punish for not playing this. I thought about playing it. I thought it was more important to be able to cast this next turn. Like, if I'm going to brick on a turn, I'd rather brick on that turn than this one. But I think my odds of drawing an untapped land were like... I think I had 9 in the deck. 9 untapped lands in the deck, because I put one on the bottom. So it was like 9 out of 26. So I'm like 1 in 3 to draw an untapped land there. Cam pause? You probably have me on pause. You probably push spacebar or something. Yeah, but there's like no to assume that my Oroku is gonna connect, I think is kind of a... Yeah, I don't know. It's not frozen for me. I have no dropped frames. I don't know what to tell you. So OBS has a thing that tells you if you're dropping frames. It's right here. It says drop frame 0, so it's not on me. I probably lost this game not playing this on turn 3. Because I could have also drawn a removal spell and just like killed their blocker and attacked. They're just taking this? I have not drawn Courier Comestibles a single time. We can still draw Turtle Lair and just kill them, right? So we know Turtle Lair is not one of these 3 cards. That works. How do we want to play this? I don't. Do I want to trade my 4/4 for a Genghis Frog? I don't think so. Cool thing is that Sewer Surveillance Cam doesn't stop me from attacking next turn. I have 2 ninjas. It is too bad they killed this instead of this. I think drawing a card is better than making a 1/1, right? It seems fine. I don't know if it's good, but it seems fine. It's not like, it's not actively good. Is that a problem? Like, I've already got to play. Like, maybe I actually just get rid of it. Because I want to draw a Tenderize, right? Or a Ragamuffin Raptor, or... Even a land. A land actually kills them. Yeah, this, we actually get rid of this. Although I guess I could have, like, put the counter on the Pachyderm and attacked. Maybe that would have been fine. I don't know. Oh, I guess I should have kept it in case they drew exactly Mountain. No, they have to do it now to make me discard my card. I should have kept it. That was stupid. I forgot about that. They draw exactly Mountain. Well, that is exactly what we were looking for. Yeah, I don't know what they were doing, but attacking with that Zoo Escapees was certainly a choice. So Turtle Lair was great. I think this deck was good. Like, unironically, I think this deck was good. Like, we had great removal, right? We had great removal. Like, I'm not even counting Metalhead or Ragamuffin Raptor or Death Touch creatures, of which we have like 4 Death Touch creatures. 5. We have 5 Death Touch creatures, including in all this removal. Like, I think this deck was actually great. So. This is actually one of the best decks I've drafted, honestly. This deck was actually great. And like, you know, obviously the Foot and Edges is mid. But I think the rest of the cards are good. We had great mana. I mean, Turtle Lair was great. Escape. We did not. Did we just like straight up play like 11 seals yesterday and get 0 escape tunnels? I feel like that's what happened. You like this deck was, yeah. It's so weird that we just did not open escape tunnels at all yesterday. I think the escape tunnel is quite good. So like I'm pretty sure we did not open escape tunnel yesterday in all those fields. I'm pretty sure. I'm not like 100%, but it did enrage me that I never had one. So I think I remember opening Gecko twice and not having escape tunnel for Gecko either time. Escape tunnel is so good with that one blue rare where you draw a card for every color of permanent you have. I got that combo like 3 times so far, and it's cashing in a land for 3 cards and like 2+ damage is so good. And the draft that I did it in, the Mondo Gecko did so much mental trauma to my opponent that after I escape tunneled my Gecko, my opponent then like untapped and tried to anchovy banana pizza it, and I just like discarded a card, and then they like tried to general trag it, and I just discarded a card, and then they just eventually conceded. Whether it was from rage or embarrassment or it's unclear to me. But I do know that I inflicted psychic damage on them. It was because when I did it on the Gecko on like turn 5 and drew 3, there was just like a 30-second pause and where then like highlighting my cards. You could just feel the rage. Hey, Isaiah. Yeah, you like this deck? I by the way, I first picked Dark and Leo. I tried to go black-white. It was, this may surprise you, it was once again not open. It's incredible, I know. I think I've tried drafting black-white like 5 or 6 times in a row. It has not been open a single time. I want to learn black-white. Because it's the biggest hole in my understanding of the format is how do you build a black-white deck? I don't know how other people can play black-white. I try it, and it is never open. I think part of the problem might be in pick 2 is that like so many of the good rares are black or white that whenever someone opens one, they will always be black-white, right? Like we're talking like Sally or Agent Bishop or Mutanimals or you know, there's a host of black rares that I don't know at the top of my head, but Triceraton Commander, yeah. Well, no, I don't think black-white equals removal. I believe that it is probably pretty easy to draft and understand. Like, unlike all the other color combinations, it's pretty easy to understand what you need to do with black-white. And it's also the best thing to be doing. And so people kind of gravitate towards that. But it's pretty rare in a draft format for like the obvious thing to actually be the best thing to be doing. Like imagine an Avatar if like Allies was actually good, right? Like I'm pretty sure Allies was not the best thing to be doing in Avatar draft. But it was like obvious. Like the cards were like, hey, I'm an ally. I trigger off allies coming into play. You should draft allies, right? So it's like easy to understand what's going on there. Yeah, we're actually in Mythic. What are we at? This was a good deck. I'm proud of myself for drafting this one. Oh. Excuse me, streamer. You are a bronze tier 2 streamer. Is that what B- means? Bronze 2? Do I think this has more suited to be played on pick 2? I don't have an opinion on the matter. I draft pick 2 because the drafts are like twice as fast, and that means a lot to me. I think they're actually more than twice as fast. And you get to experience more of the format as opposed to like playing a deck you hate for like 7 rounds to go like 4-3 or whatever. I go here. I think it's Baxter Missile, right? I hate this card. Never works for me. This card's kind of mid. I mean, you can go Squirrelanoid's April. I don't think you're actually wrong if you take Squirrelanoid's April here, right? I don't think it's wrong. I'm just not the type of person to do that. I am not a big bespoke bow believer. Imagine making it to 7 rounds with any deck. That's true. I'm not a bespoke bow believer. I really feel like it's a mana too expensive either to equip or play. Venus and Stomped? I don't think Venus is a card you want to take, right? Do I take Retromutation or Scientist? I'm not a big Scientist believer either. Two mana sorcery bounce an online permanent is not a particularly good Magic card. This is a pretty late tenderize. But I guess we just take Stockman. All right. Well, I don't think Technique is very good, but it's better than last pick. You don't play Mauser attack ever, right? Okay, it's better than last pick. Any chance we're actually green red and not blue? Or maybe we just like have one island for this. We don't have any blue cards really other than Baxter. What if we're green red? We just take these two and go green red. Like tabling these, I think is a big deal. Like they're not great, but they're better than last pick. Any chance we just take Northampton Farm here? Or do we take the Mauser? Or do we take New Duration Technique because we're going to cast the Rapid Mikey on turn 5? Yeah, and plus we have the potential of getting Chrome Dome, right? We take this instead. I guess we take that one instead because we got Mauser Foundry. Might get something else. I already have 2 mantle missiles. I don't really want to play another one. Go with Bongo in case we get Chrome Dome. Mutagen Man doesn't really work with Rapid Mikey or Michelangelo's technique. Do we still take it? We'll take these two, maybe? Or our technique is so bad if we take this blimp. Are we supposed to take the cavalry? I don't think so. Maybe we are. Yeah, I think we're just not playing it. Doesn't cast any of our spells, unfortunately. Are you supposed to take this thing? Or there's a one that's going to come back. I'm not sure we played Cowabunga here. Maybe we don't play this thing. I kind of like it. Yeah, no Chrome Dome, unfortunately. Yeah, we're not playing Technique with like 10 creatures, that's for damn sure. RF and Mikey is not great in this deck, I'll tell you. We have nothing to hit with it. It's just a 7/7 haste. Which I guess is fine. Or nobody has really nothing to get back. I mean, I guess it has these two and 3 foundries. It doesn't have like a pizza to get back. A big pizza man. I guess I just need artifacts for Baxter too. Probably don't need Cowabunga here. We don't have to play this. Does it make sense to cut it? We really don't need it. We don't need it like a... We don't really need it at all, right? We already have so much late game. And we have no creatures to get with it. Like, just... We have like 1 raptor, 1 metalhead, and 1 stockman. Everything else is terrible. But I guess if we're playing New Generations Technique, we gotta have a thing to Garrett with it. Any chance we cut the RAF? Cut the RAF in a foundry? Is RAF better than Zoo Escapees in this deck? Like, Zoo Escapees works better with New Generations Technique than RAF does, right? Is Tenderize just worse than Frog Mutation here, or Retro Mutation? I mean, nobody is an artifact for Brilliance Unleashed, and it rebuys 4 pizzas. Seems fine. Tenderize is kind of weak here. We only have 1 butler to use it with. Are we supposed to be buzzbotting here instead? Or Retro Mutation? Retro Mutation with a bunch of, like, Mausers seems fine. Should we be green? It's a bit late for that. We're not having that discussion. The exact situation I was talking about, Zoo Escapees, a New Generations Technique. Wow, is this bad news? My poor Zoo Escapees. Getting blasted by Crustacean Commando. We should probably cut a land for a Cowabunga. Mythic Krang, yeah, maybe. That is pretty incredible. I guess I should have attacked for 3 first. Whoops. Missed 2 damage. It's fine. I mean, it's not, but... Missed 3 damage. My bad. I forgot. I thought it was goes to the graveyard. I didn't know it was like Leaves Play. We have 2 Brilliance Unleashed in our deck. We draw 1, they're probably dead. So. We also have the 7-mana 7/7, but we can't attack with it this turn, so. Yeah, we should. We have 1 too many lands in our deck. We should take out a land for Cowabunga for sure. That was my mistake in deck building. We have too much mana. We also have everything pizza in our deck. So we have everything pizza and 2 copies of the 6-mana deal 5. If we draw either of them, they're dead. Missing that 3 damage earlier was pretty bad. They would very likely be dead here if I hadn't done that. I can draw a Retro Mutation. If I target my Mona Lisa here, which would win me the game on the spot. But there's only, so it's like a 10% chance, 11% chance. We can draw a Manhole Missile, we have 2 of those, we can just do that instead. We didn't draw a Manhole Missile, it's fine. I'm concerned about dying, and they have 7 right here. Okay, that helps. Have I played a land? I did. Four, 8. Man, I really wish I had missed that 3 damage earlier. Yeah, we really needed to take out a land for Cowabunga. We have 1 too many lands in our deck. Wait. Oh, it's artifact tokens. I see. This is an omni cheese, not an everything pizza. If I had missed a 3 damage earlier, they were dead. Oh, I needed to... Well, that was a mistake. I needed to pump the butler. Why not summon it? Because it costs 4 mana and I get 4 fewer mutagen tokens. And I can't attack that turn. Yeah, we're dead. Unlucky. I should have chump block last turn. I don't know what I was doing. Alright. I punted that game. I missed 3 damage. They should be dead right there. Oh well. Also drew, I think, 12 or 13 lands there, as opposed to a spell. Any spell would have won it. Unlucky. Played poorly and lost. Unlucky. Yeah, agree 2/2/2. It's not that simple, my friend. If I play the butler, it means that gives them 2 more turns, which means I'm dead anyways. So my plan was to try to kill them, and it did not work out. It would have worked out if I jumped, but forgot to jump. It was unlucky. Our opponent having 7 lands for our 13 or something was not a pleasant experience. We had a bunch of spells that killed them on the spot, so we had 2 manhole missiles and another Brilliance Unleashed and a 7 mana 7/7 haste. And the primary problem was that I missed 3 damage, which cost me the game, predictably. So basically, the entire game was sourced, like, it was a poisoned well, because it's difficult to, like, discuss about further decisions I make when the one that I made was so horrific that it cost me the game. I mean, that's what happens when you play white-red. I don't know what to tell you. My suggestion is to not play white-red. There's a reason why white-red is the worst in the format. The color combination is wildly unplayable. It was not a bit earlier. They were Giga dead. They would have needed Sally. They don't have Sally in their deck. That is not an early concession. I always get, whenever I say Boros is unplayable in this format, I always get those people saying, well, I got 7 wins with my Boros deck. And then I ask them, oh, really? How many Mutanimals did you have? Oh, I had one of those. How many Sally did you have? Oh, I had one of those too. How many Ancient Bishops did you have? Oh, one of those. Oh, I see. It's an interesting Boros deck you have. Holy crap, is this hand bad? But we've got the combo, so we have to keep. I'm gonna draw Cowabunga here, maybe? Oh, baby. We put Blimp on the bottom? Hell yeah. Ain't got time for that crap. Oh, no. Wait, this doesn't work. It doesn't work against this. Are you serious? It doesn't enchant vehicles? Oh, man. How does this not a unbelievable. All right, well. Yeah, but then it falls off. When it stops becoming a creature, it falls off. Luckily, inside the van is a pile of pizza. That's impressive. Hmm. How is this scary? We're gonna tap out for some idiot. I'm gonna cast Retromutation. I'm gonna untap and do this with a Seward's Advance come up, and we instantly win. Like, what do you want me to do? Not Mona Lisa, please. I accept. Hit the crab, the O3. That is certainly a combo. Metalhead does have good plans. This could have gone better. That is the Mona Lisa. So I don't know if I want to kill the Raft Mikey. I don't know if I even want to kill it. Because if Metalhead dies, then... if Metalhead dies, then I can Brilliance Unleashed and get back my Raft and Mikey here. So I don't even know if I want to bother. I don't think I even want to kill it. I'm not playing around my opponent having this, because if they had it, they would have used it last turn. So they would have needed to have just drawn it, and they clearly just drew a land. So, I mean, they could have drawn Oospell, I guess, but... They have a lot of lands. I guess we did search for 2 of them. I'm gonna guess we are not gonna draw our Brilliance Unleashed here to win. We will draw a land instead. That's pretty unlucky. 3 lands in a row there. I would say that was pretty unlucky. In our 16 land deck. Yeah, I think this deck is very good, and we got insanely unlucky. Which I think is normal behavior for me. I mean, I putted my first game, and then that game we got insanely unlucky. Yeah. Typical darkest underscore mage behavior. Yeah, not great. Yeah, we were playing 16 land. Ended up having 11 at the end of that game. Never drew everything pizza. Never drew Baxter. Never drew Pizza Face. Unlucky. Very unlucky. I got one more in me. Last one. I kind of expected that one to go 4 wins. It's kind of weird that we lost. I mean, I blame only myself. I missed 3 damage that one turn, and that cost me the previous game, so. We also had 1 land too many in our deck, so. One more, if one of those lands that we drew in the first game had been a Cowabunga, we also would have won, so. Hey, Bobby Anderson, thanks for the prime. Do we take these 2? Like, I think Donatello is better than this. I think Lessons from Life is just worse than Sewer Surveillance Cam anyway, so. But we did get a Frog Butler here. Got past a Butler. I think BFF is worse than Nunchaku. I think 4 drops are kind of a dime a dozen. What the? I didn't see these cards in the previous packs, man! Frickin' what? Oh, well, the lessons came back. Okay. Pretty sure these two are both much better than Pizza Face. I'm just not the biggest fan of Pizza Face. Ox Avatar, not a mutant ninja or turtle or land. Do you think I want to be like green decks every single time? No. No, I don't. It's just what's open every single time. Am I supposed to take Return to the Sewers? Maybe. You don't believe me? Do you think I'm manipulating these packs to only show me that green is open every single time? I guess I take Tenderize more. I think I take Tenderize over Omni Cheese here. No, this wheeled. I guess Cowabunga doesn't really do anything here. Is Cowabunga better than a land? I don't think so. Could have used an escape tunnel. Mutant, ninja. I don't know. I guess Cowabunga is worth it here. Probably better than the 5th island. The Zoo Escapees is kind of the worst card in the deck. But it is a creature for Novel, Nunchaku, and Donatello. Buzzbots is probably better. We'll do Buzzbots. Kind of like this guy. Do we take out a Tenderize for one? I think we do. We can take out either this or Tenderize for this thing. I can take out that. The 2 green what a Canopy Crush or whatever it's called. That's my security blanket. It's so whenever my opponent plays like a Ninja Teen or an Ooze on turn 2, I can just like play to have an out as opposed to auto lose to it. You know how it is with the security blanket. I got him all this. I think I got him all this as well. I don't know. An island doesn't even do anything for me here, does it? I guess we keep. We could. I guess we could have put Forest on the bottom in retrospect, because if I draw Omni, yeah, maybe I could have. Maybe I could have put Island on the bottom. But we are playing 16 lands in this deck, so. Okay, cool. Cool, cool. Perfectly reasonable here. A Darkest _ Mage Classic. My opponent plays Agent Bishop turn 3, and I have no removal spell in hand. A classic. I guess we lose. They really tried hard on this one, didn't they? Can you just please put your counters on so I can draw a card and concede? Please. I unfortunately still cannot concede. I can draw Tenderize next turn and still be okay. On the draw against turn 3 Bishop, though, that's rough when you have no removal spell. Classic. Probably should have mulliganed. Gone to 5 with that hand. That was kind of that hand was kind of unplayable. Doesn't feel good to go to 5, but I think any hand with Butler was better than that. Butler or Bovine was better than that. On the draw again. I'm expecting Dreamweavers into Oroku. The vaunted Boros gamer here to show me how much of a fool I was to say that their Boros is wildly unplayable. I'm sure they'll beat me with a bunch of red cards here. I will be quite impressed. Maybe Mind Transfer Protocol is worse than another Tenderize. Or maybe it's worse than like Return of the Sewers. Turn 3 Bishop on the draw again. It's a classic. That's the classic we all know and love. Keep them coming. Holy hell, dude. It's not just turn 3 Bishop, it's turn 3 Bishop on the draw. I guess I should have gotten the other pizza. I guess I was supposed to get the other one, huh? The draw card one. I was afraid they would play like Neutrinos or Sally, and I wanted to have a removal spell for it. Can we draw Island? Thank you. Why are we getting nice here? Do you think I play lands on my deck to not draw them? You're the one playing Boros. I don't know what you like. You got 4 spells in your hand, but you didn't play a land there. What, like, you turn 3 Bishop on the play. What do you want from me? I don't think a land does anything for me, right? Can let me sneak this next turn, I guess. But I'm pretty sure I don't want to copy my spicy oatmeal pizza. I could copy BuzzBots, that's fine. Oh, maybe this was wrong. I mean, I don't actually want to copy this thing, right? Yeah, maybe that. Should I have gotten back nobody instead and copied nobody? Maybe that was better, actually. Maybe that was better. I don't have a third blue. If I had a third blue, I could, like, do this and replay this and play this, right? But I consider myself a taker of actions. Yeah, making me a 4/5 with a +1/+1 counter on it, if you're wondering. I'm a taker of actions. I can't copy my oatmeal pizza, but they're at 5. I mean, I can copy it if I want to put the game directly into the graveyard. I have been known to want to put games directly into the graveyard, but... it is a relatively common thing for me to do. Sewer surveillance cam is kind of just a messed up common, right? Can you believe it? Like, it honestly feels like an uncommon. Can you believe it's a common? I actually cannot believe it. Major Greenery, do you have me on mute? Serious question. I literally just said I can't copy it because they're at 5. I feel like you have me on mute. Which is a very common thing. I mean, people love having me on mute, so this is... You are on mute? Yeah, I mean, that's kind of, again, what I expect. Sort of thing I expect from my chat. An incredible amount of disrespect. I would normally tap it, but I don't have a second blue. Oh my freaking god. Things are looking up. There's 0% chance for blocking. You're gonna have like Manhole Missile or Retro Mutation. I mean, Retro Mutation is gonna get me anyway, but Manhole Missile is the one that we don't really wanna fall for that one. Well, they missed 2 damage. It's free to attack there. I could untap it. I don't hate it. I think I'm just gonna untap it. And if I don't, I can always just rebuy the Sewer Surveillance Cam, right? So. I'll take action. I consider myself a taker of actions. I mean, my opponent chose to not take action. Look where they're at. I play 4 mana 3/4 draw a card. Major Greenery, it's okay. I understand. Everybody wants to tell Darkest Mage how so much they suck. I understand. Excuse me, streamer, you missed onboard kill. Yeah, you're right, I did. Is Nunchaku the only way? I can spicy oatmeal pizza my own guy. I'll take action. I'll take action again. one's not bad. Let's keep that one. I'll take action. Actually, you are incorrect, streamer. Mind transfer on a bovine? I don't want to be a bovine. I don't want to put my brain inside a bovine. But I mean, I guess he's looking like he's having a good time. Maybe it's fine. I can chew my cud, has been called. Everyone loves to chew cud. Isn't cud like cow vomit? I feel like it's correct for me to just play this here. There's no way this, like, something could happen to my bovine. And mana efficient. It was too much. The Casey Jones, all their eggs were in the Casey Jones basket. Understandable. Have a nice day. It's not vomit per se. It depends on your definition of vomit. My definition of vomit is the substance that goes from your... Instead of going from things going from your mouth to your stomach, it's things that go from your stomach to your mouth. I consider that vomit. We have only 2 swamps in our deck and we drew both of them. Typical single stomach viewpoint. You know what? That's fair. I'll take action. I mean, we could be like rabbits and just have to eat our own poop. There are many animals that their digestive systems are set up in such a way that it takes more than one round to get things going. Wait, we don't have to eat our own poop? This may surprise you. This just in. I probably shouldn't have tapped the green mana. It doesn't matter. I was hoping to draw a spell. take action. That was sick. It certainly wasn't ill, I'll tell you that. Excuse me? Donnie uses a bow, not a nunchaku. Alright, man. You got me. Actually? Does it get old, chat? I keep on saying actually and having the actually voice. Is it old? Is it old like me? It does get old? Hmm. Do you think our opponent knows Donatello has trample? You gotta do that. A little bit of that. White black, no one drop. GG. GG. All right, I'll try to rein it in. My inner actually keeps on coming out. My apologies. I didn't know it was so annoying. You could have told me. I can take criticism. This may surprise you. Actually, I can't? How dare you? How dare you? You call me a liar? A fibber? Does that sound like something Darkus_Mage would do? Just go on the internet and tell lies? Wait, people can lie? Reminds of your brother crying he wasn't sensitive? That seems mean. Were you being mean to your brother? Did you like kick him in the nuts? And then he was crying, but you tried to calmly explain to him that you heard that he wasn't sensitive, so you just kicked him in the nuts to see just to prove that it was incorrect. Why am I on the draw? You see? Do you see why, chat? My safety's mutant chain reaction. Do you see why we have it in our deck? It's so when our opponent plays a goddamn rare that we can actually kill it. Do you see? With your special eyes, do you see? By the way, I only have 2 swamps in my deck. We've drawn them twice. Well, we did not draw a land, and so I fear that we are doomed. I have a special feeling that we are doomed. Wait. Hold. No, I think we're still doomed. But maybe we're slightly less doomed? Yeah. I think whenever we play has to be a chump block. I'm just gonna play this game. Man, being on the draw sucks. Streamer, have you considered being on the play instead of the draw? I have not considered it. Thanks for bringing it up. What the? What is that doing there? Streamer, didn't you just say you were gonna make that voice a little bit less often? And what is the lesson we've learned in life in this game? We've learned that there's no justice. Life is great when your opponent goes Mauser into Mutagen Man into no spells for 4 straight turns. I think I can agree with that statement. Is there a Krang in my future? Donatello. 07, my friend. I think I just want to swing for 6 here. I'll take action. I feel like I seriously believe there's a Krang in my future. I'm feeling a Krang. One point short. I just don't know why this card's in their deck. Okay. I guess I was supposed to sack this one. This deck was really good. I mean, Mutant Chain Reaction is a card that's my security blanket. We would have, like, I think, lost that game by quite a lot if we didn't have it, so. I either have Make Your Move or Mutant Chain Reaction in every deck I play in this format. Just because it kills up so many rares. And they're so very rarely dead. And you can even cycle it off a random food token if you have an Ice Cream Kitty, so it's not like killing a sewer surveillance cam is actually like super sick too. Like there's a lot of like useful things to be doing with it. I killed a beaver on more than one occasion. I mean, you gotta do what you gotta do. But yeah, I mean, this deck is good, right? We even drew the 2 swamps twice and it didn't mana screw us that badly. But yeah, I mean, this is what a typical like 4-color deck looks like. I mean, normally you would have an everything pizza here. And then I would play this black-white land and then we would be able to activate the everything pizza. But this is kind of what you want your decks to look like. Just like a pile of good cards. And a ton of mana. Not a whole lot to say here. And we only have 1 rare, right? No, we have 2. Transdimensional Bovine and Donatello. Like, you don't need rares to play 5-color. I mean, they help. But you don't need them. Like, imagine if this deck had rares. Yeah, the Donnie was great because we could, like, the Buzz bots and the Courier are, like, really good at, and the Kitty are actually really good at pushing this guy through. But, well, Stockman is solid. It's just, like, I have 2 mountains in my deck and no way to search for the mountains. So, like, I mean, what card do you want me to cut? I have, like, another problem with Stockman is that I don't have random artifact creatures in my deck. And so he doesn't come into play and deal a bunch of damage like he does in normal blue-red decks. I've got, what, 3? I've got Buzzbots, Kitty, and nobody, and, I mean, Kitty can't even attack half the time. When Stockman doesn't come into play and just, like, hit you for 5 or 6, I think the card's a lot worse. I mean, if you wanted to play it, I wouldn't fault you for it. You should always play Venus if you've got Nunchaku. It wins games from absolutely nowhere. It's actually like crazy how good the combination is. Because this is a fight spell, so they deal damage to each other. So you can Venus like their 4/4, and then your guy becomes a 10/10 trample that draws a card. Or you could even like put a mutagen counter on it and then like blow it up with this, make it an 11 power creature and then kill them, right? Yeah, First Strike. There's a couple of First Strikers in the set that Venus crushes too. Yeah. Like, it has actually came up when I had a Venus, my opponent had like a sewer shark and that 4/4 first strike and like a 2/2, and they couldn't block. So they lost. Because the first strike would happen and then my guy would get +4/+4. Mind Transfer Protocol is way better than it looks. You use it to animate your like Sewer Valence Camera Omni Cheese Pizza to like eat a creature for 3 mana. Or I've done this before where like I Mind Transfer Protocol my pizza, then I attack and sneak the pizza. Or one of my favorite things to do is actually you Mind Transfer Protocol your enemy's Novel Nunchaku in response to the fight. Like, for instance, imagine your opponent has a Buzzbots, or not a Buzzbots, like a Pachyderm. And they're trying to, they cast Novel Nunchaku when they have a Pachyderm, and all you have is Ragamuffin Raptor. This doesn't work, right? If you cast it in your own guy, their guy is a 5/5 trample. So nothing helps. So what you do is the Novel Nunchaku comes into play, it targets the Pachyderm. Once it targets the Pachyderm and that resolves, then the ability goes on the stack of this creature fights target creature. At that point, it's too late for them to say no. After that happens, you Mind Transfer Protocol the Novel Nunchaku. Because it's a creature, creatures can't be equipped. Unless they have Reconfigure. This doesn't have Reconfigure. So it falls off. Now it's a 4/4 fighting a 4/4. And they both die. It sounds like a scenario that doesn't happen very often, but I'm telling you, Mind Transfer Protocol wrecks this card. So, like, there's basically no way for them to get out of this. Also, what I've done is I attack with Venus. Another huge thing is you attack with Venus, they block with a 7/7, like the 6 mana 7/7 common. And then you transfer protocol their 7/7 into a 4/5. And then you get 4 counters and they lose. Like, I think another big thing I've done, I did this in the yesterday too. My opponent had a blimp out and they cast Lash Ronin, the destroy all creatures, and I Mind Transfer Protocol, they animated their blimp. And so it died to Lash Ronin, so I won the game because of that. And another thing I've done is you Mind Transfer Protocol your opponent's Ooze, you know, the 2 mana artifact that taps to like make mutagens. You Mind Transfer Protocol it and then you tenderize it, like with your Frog Butler. So you can, this is like a backdoor shatter. You can combo it with a remove, or even your anchovy banana pizza. You can combo it with stuff to destroy artifacts. It has come up very frequently. So the card this comes up all the time. Yeah, but I think one of my favorite ones is like Mind Transfer Protocol on a pizza or a nunchaku, attack and sneak with it. And sneak to get it back in your hand. Like, that's like kind of next level. Yeah, Venus is also a wombo combo with Mind Transfer Protocol. But like I said, if you attack, even if they have a bigger creature, you just Mind Transfer Protocol their creature to turn into a 4/5, and you just eat it and get 4 counters. So, like, this card is never dead. It's always going to do something. You can always just cycle it if it's bad, but like the odds of it being bad are so low. It actually blows my mind it doesn't say target creature you control. And also, to be clear, here's another interaction that comes up. It turns the target into an artifact. So if your opponent has like Krang and Shredder, You can turn it into an artifact creature and then shatter it with your mutant chain reaction. It destroys artifacts. It turns the creature into an artifact creature. Like it just does so many things, and it draws a card, and it's just like, and it, yeah, it's great. You should always play it. I wouldn't say you always play two. I think the first copy is a lot better than the second copy, but I think the first copy you should always play. Yeah. Yeah, Farm and Neutrinos are cards you own to wreck Kitsune. Yeah. Well, that's gonna be it for me today. I hope everybody enjoyed today's stream. We got to Mythic. We got to Mythic. So I don't know what we're gonna do the rest of the week now that we're in Mythic. But I'll figure out something. Isaiah's on. I'll send you to Isaiah. They just started. I think Jorbs is about to sign off, so.